Well, it's usually action-packed and incident-packed when the Old Firm come to Tynecastle, although when Celtic came here a month ago, it was a dreadful non-event. Hearts never got going that day. Are they saving themselves for Rangers? Surprisingly, Tynecastle isn't one of Chris Boyd's favourite grounds. He's only scored once here, and that was in his Kilmarnock days. Jean-Claude Darcheville has scored more goals on this ground than Boyd, a double on Rangers' last visit in that 4-0 romp last season. Bruno Aguiar has been a delight to watch since returning from an 18-month layoff. His contract's up at the end of the season. Hearts need his sort to stay. Jamie McDonald called upon because Janos Balog has a fever. He played against Rangers at Ibrox in August as well, and also against them in the Scottish Cup final last season whilst on loan at Queen of the South. In fact, he only seems to play against Rangers. Hearts' 8 wins this season have all come against teams currently in the bottom half of the table. It's time to mix it with the big boys.
You're absolutely right, Ian. It's time for Hearts to prove themselves. Although it has to be said, they may not have to beat either side of the Old Firm to get that third spot that they're looking for. They'd certainly like to do so.
Pedro Mendes. Driver's going to be onto that. Nade close by. Driver with a rather tame effort in the opening seconds.
That's good though, he's showing his intent straight away, coming in off that left-hand side. Driver in a rich vein of form at the moment. It's going to be a big player for them today.
Scored a wonder goal last week here against Falkirk and opened the scoring when Hearts beat Rangers 4-2 here early last season. Ferguson, Mendes, Darcheville, Broadfoot, Bougherra back in the team after a 2-match absence. Lee McCulloch stood in. McCulloch on the bench today. David Weir facing one of his former clubs. Bougherra. Aimed towards Boyd. Mendes. Charlie Adam challenging with Nielsen. Hooked away by Zaliukas. Mendes presented it to Kingston. Driver had already started going some. Broadfoot's cross towards Boyd will be collected by Jamie McDonald.
Yeah, it was just a misunderstanding between Wallace and Driver there. Gave the ball away to Broadfoot.
Karapidas now for Palazuelos. Driver. Karapidas, who has enjoyed his new role as a holding midfielder this season. Christian Nade jostling with Stephen Whittaker. Whittaker continuing at left back, although Sasa Papac is almost ready to return and probably will next week.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Walter Smith has tried far more to have that continuity in the side this season. That's been highlighted by the fact that the likes of Kirk Broadfoot's played every single match. Like I said, that wouldn't have happened before, but give Kirk Broadfoot his due. He's played very, very well there at right back.
Hearts have been much more consistent in their team selection too, mind you. It'd be difficult not to be.
Well, that's right, and it's helped them too. More consistency in team selection, more consistency in performances. They just lack still that cutting edge. They don't have strikers that score a lot of goals. They've got a couple of midfield players that have contributed, but they need more than that.
Driver. This is Aguiar and Kingston and Palazuelos have got themselves in there. It's veered away from the Spaniard. Palazuelos returns it. Ineffective from David Weir. Won't come down for Driver. It might now. Nilsson trying to have a go. Hearts look like they're in the mood today. Well, they weren't, particularly when Celtic came here 4 weeks ago. Easily turned over that day, and keen to make sure that the same doesn't happen today.
Yeah, it's quite a nice balance they've got in that central midfield area with Palazuelos and Karapidis. Both quite comfortable on the ball, even though Karapidis has played full back and centre half. Just gives them a little bit of solidity in that central area.
Weir. It's bounced away from Kyle Lafferty. Getting another run out on the right.
Yeah, the Rangers fans are looking for bigger things from Lafferty. He needs to try and get himself into matches more, influence things a little bit more.
Zaliukas. Free kick given against Driver.
I was interested listening to the guys in the studio before the match talking about Kingston out on the right hand side. It's going to be important for the home side that they get him involved. You see Aguiar's more or less playing in a position that I would imagine that Kingston would like to play in. And Aguiar has played well since coming back from injury.
And Kingston has taken a sore one from Charlie Adam, and that will be a worry for Hearts with less than 6 minutes on the clock.
I think it's just a knock and they'll be okay. Just a little bit of a worry. Yeah, he just gets stood on a little bit there.
Kingston's all right though. Hearts have won their last 4 games, their best winning streak since the heady days of 2005 when George Burley won his first 8 games.
Yeah, but it hasn't exactly been the same kinds of football. Not quite as fluid. They have managed to just grind out results, Hearts, but winning 1-0 is also a very good attribute to have.
Dougie MacDonald issuing a stern warning to Kyle Lafferty. Yes, 3 of those 4 wins for Hearts by a 1-0 scoreline. And they were as brutal as they looked. Driver. Stopped by Mendes. Boyd. Zaliukas. I think that might be a free kick.
Yeah, just about.
Bruno Aguiar will take this. Christoph Behrer and Marius Zaliukas amongst those lurking, and Karapidis there too! And the whistle has gone for a free kick.
That was a lovely ball then, wasn't it? Aguiar just floated towards the back stick area, quite deep. Karapidis get on the end of it. A little tussle there with Bougherra holding his shirt, I think. Driver almost got on the end of it as well. Just shows how highly they rate Aguiar, that he's the man that takes the dead ball situations and not Kingston, because we know they can both do it.
Kingston onto that and a high boot from Mendes. Lee Wallace, who's come on leaps and bounds this season. Whittaker. And Nilsson has won it back from Adam. Kingston the beneficiary. Turned away by Weir, but only to Palazuelos. Took a while for the ball to come down. Lee Wallace gets a throw. Ferguson calmly feeding it back to McGregor, who wastes no time. Trying to pick out Charlie Adam, who's clipped Robbie Nilsson.
Hearts coming out strong, not exactly all guns blazing, but certainly up tempo. And Rangers just bedding themselves in.
Aguiar with another free kick. And Karapidas almost meeting it again. A lively opening 10 minutes. Aguiar. Corner.
Well, it's okay for Hearts to have this possession and be around the box, defended by Rangers, but they really have to try and bring McGregor into things a little bit and make this period of possession pay.
Aguiar floats it in onto the roof of the net.
You can see there's no zonal defending there from Rangers. Man up against man, wasn't the best of balls in though. A bit of a waste really, as the manager looks on.
He's an interesting character, Shabba Laszlo. Stephen Whittaker lunging in on Zaliukas, and Dougie McDonald's having to keep a watchful eye on proceedings, because there have been a few like that.
It was an outstretched boot. It didn't really catch Zaliukas, but there's a bit of intent there.
It was a dangerous lunge from Whittaker, who was already being jeered for being a former Hibs player, and will now get even more stick from the home fans for that. Palazuelos, Karapidas for Wallace. Robbie Nilsson, good to see him back in action after the long layoff.
I can see already that Christian Nadi up there on his own, the type of delivery into him has to be of a high level. Can't be in the air, it has to be at his chest or at his feet, and give him a chance of holding things up.
Bugera up towards Boyd. Darshville, handball, Robbie Nilsson. It's a free kick in a terrific position for Rangers.
Yeah, it's a very good position. I don't know if Nilsson knows much about this.
Jamie McDonald was beaten by Chris Boyd earlier this season, and a couple of times in the Scottish Cup final, including from a free kick.
Well, you wouldn't be surprised, Ian. He's hardly touched the ball in the first 13-14 minutes. I know that makes no difference to him.
McDonald was on loan at Queen of the South last season, hence played in the Cup final. Boyd has the keeper in his sights again, but it's way off target this time. Much to McDonald's relief, no doubt.
I'll watch this, it's good. Closing down here from Aguiar and Driver.
Yes, if Rangers fail to win here, it would certainly give Celtic a huge lift as they prepare to face Inverness Cali Thistle in Glasgow later. Wallace. Away by Weir. He's got a free kick anyway for a high challenge from Christian Nadi.
Well, I think the Rangers are quite comfortable, really. McGregor hasn't been troubled. Yes, Hearts have had the majority of possession in the first 15 minutes, but pretty sure Walter Smith at trackside will be quite happy knowing that that was going to be the case anyway.
Adam. Weir. Boyd. Broadfoot. Lafferty in the middle. Boyd not giving it up just yet. Ferguson!
Lovely ball in from Broadfoot. Lafferty centrally using his height, and the ball gets played back out, and the captain doesn't get a hold of that one at all, but again he was closed down very quickly.
Harry Ferguson made his Rangers debut on this ground 11 years ago, just after Rangers had clinched 9 in a row. Lafferty. Hacked away by Nielsen. Aguiar for Kingston. Two easy on the eye players. Palazuelos. Berra. Up to Nade. And Christian Nade stumbling a little. Complaining to Dougie McDonald. Rangers get on with it meantime.
Well, it's important that Nade, well, that was a bad ball again up to him. He has to be stronger and stay higher up the park and give himself as much room as possible to come towards the ball. The quicker he does that, the tighter things get.
Bugiera. Mendes. Christian Nade seems okay now. Wants a bit of strapping from the bench though, apparently. Somebody's gone off to get that. Broadfoot stops it reaching Driver. Good idea. Darshville. Kingston's challenge. It's Charlie Adam though, and Kingston in the way of that.
That's good play from Kingston. We know he can be very comfortable in possession and open teams up, but he has to work hard as well, and he's doing that so far.
It's asking a lot of Kurt Broadfoot. It's a change of boots for Christian Nade.
Looks like he may have just torn the last boot, or maybe the lace. Certainly a complete change there.
Could do with some goal-scoring boots. Only the one so far this season.
Absolutely.
Free kick for Aguiar. Zaliukas and Berra will join Karapidis in there. Nade absent. Aguiar floated in. It's a fine save, but it's been put in. Hearts have the lead, and it's Zaliukas who pounces. It didn't matter that Nade wasn't there. They scored anyway after McGregor stopped it initially.
Well, this has been the key thing for Hearts so far this season. Players scoring from midfield and now also central defence, but it's all about the ball, and look at it, perfect, begging to be headed towards goal. It was dealt with first time by McGregor. It's not a bad save, but it comes back into such a dangerous area. Better on the end of things, and Bugiera trying to stop it. He couldn't know, because look how many Hearts players are on top of things. Kingston's in there, and the ball just comes back to Zaliukas. The easiest goal he'll score all season, 1-0 Hearts.
Zaliukas sent off against Celtic here a month ago, enjoying better fortune against the other half of the Old Firm. Hearts have looked a very different side today than they were against Celtic. They have a goal to show for it. Karapidis has released Driver. And Driver will hold it up. And he seems to be heading nowhere though. Oh, he's got a free kick. He was heading nowhere.
Yes, Bougherra against the card. But this is not a good area from a Rangers' point of view. Let's see what happens here. Driver, he's just pressurised really by the two. Not too much in it, but it's for that. That's what it's for. And the referee caught it. And now they've got to face, once again, Aguiar.
Rangers on the rack, a goal down, and here comes Aguiar's free kick. It's not back in again for Kingston! It's 2-0! Larry Kingston! Beyond their wildest dreams! 2 quick goals for Hearts! An absolute nightmare for Rangers!
Well listen, that's exactly why Aguiar is on the free kicks and not the man who scored the goal. Great ball in. Christophe Berra does so well to head it back. Rangers all at sea. Really bad defending here. Bougherra gets caught underneath it. Kingston on hand yet again for another easy finish. But Bougherra doesn't deal with it. McGregor gets a very slight hand to it. Adam hasn't tucked in. It's all wrong for Rangers and all right for Csaba László.
Well, Christophe Berra's headers certainly set up a couple of scrambles. And how Hearts pounced. Saliukas first time, Kingston second time, and Rangers need a huge response to this scoreline. And a booking for Bougherra amid the problems for Rangers.
Well, he's just booked, and then of course he got caught against Berra, but that is the player who's made it 2-0. He started the game well. Of course, the Rangers manager, having managed to get through the first 15 minutes without any real problem, has found himself in the next 8 minutes with a serious one. Nadi back on.
2 minutes and 36 seconds between the 2 goals. And Csaba László's side have stunned Rangers. Hearts are relishing this, and Celtic will be pretty pleased too.
Well, it's quite evident that neither Barry Ferguson or Pedro Mendes have really touched the ball yet. Everything's bypassed them. Certainly the Rangers strikers haven't had a look in.
Charlie Adam sends that in though, and Bougherra closely watched by Berra. Broadfoot's long throw. Lafferty closely guarded. Palazuelos, or Aguiar rather, trying to force it clear. Bougherra. Broadfoot. Free kick for Broadfoot. A little nudge from Wallace.
Well, it's going to be exactly the same shape of ball that led to Hearts' first goal from Charlie Adam. It's all about how well the Hearts defence can deal with it.
Charlie Adam ordered back a yard. Second try. Oh, it comes off. Oh, it's gone in. A bizarre goal. Rangers respond straight away, and they really needed that.
They did. I've just said it, haven't I? How well can Hearts deal with the ball coming in? And the answer, they just didn't. It's a lovely ball in. I think it's Karapides who gets on the end of it, under pressure from Boyd. But I tell you what, that's very, very poor. Certainly have let Rangers back in it.
Well, goals, goals, goals at Tynecastle. So it may well go down as an own goal for Christos Karapides.
Again, it is about delivery, and it was quality. from Charlie Adam. It's a dangerous area. It's going in on top of McDonald, and you can see there. Well, I think that's Karapiras that gets the head onto it. And you see that he chases it back in, but virtually impossible at that point to keep it out. He's going back towards his own goal. Boyd puts him under pressure. McDonald, of course, wrong-footed. I don't know what he's doing towards the right-hand side. Certainly nowhere near it.
Some game. Rangers right back in it after those 2 quick goals for Hearts floored them. Lively, very lively. Christian Nade looking to reach his own header. It's turned out by Bugera.
Well, none of the goals here have had to be worked very hard for. Defence is not dealing with it.
Consuelos. Nilsson. No foul by Charlie Adam. Nilsson rode that challenge. Bugera. It's met by Zaliukas, who started this scoring spree, and now Kingston is hurt again.
Once again, it's Charlie Adam who catches Kingston, this time a high foot. Yet again, Kingston, it's not too bad. Let's get on with it.
Not quite as severe as the first one he took. Nade. Aguiar will settle for a throw, which Robbie Nilsson will take. Hearts' longest serving player. Actually joined them from Rangers Boys Club. Mendes missed his kick. Nade. Bugera having to turn that away. It's Christian Nade. And Driver was bobbling horribly.
But for a player in form, this is a real chance. Nade, he thought he was going to get it, and he turns inside. At this point, I'm thinking Driver, if he can just get something on it, it's going to pose McGregor a lot of problems. He didn't.
He did have a streamer in his boots at the time, mind you. He might use that as an excuse.
It's never a good thing, that.
Ferguson. Aguiar. Kingston. The 3 goals came in the space of just over 6 minutes. Neither goal a classic.
No, and I think from a Hearts point of view, they'll be very disappointed. It was so cheap giving that goal away, especially after they looked like they were in a very comfortable position, playing well and creating 1 or 2 chances, putting Rangers under pressure.
Shabba Laszlo in conversation with his bench. They could have done with holding on to their 2-goal cushion for a little longer. They know that when you're up against the old firm. Kingston. Ferguson. Disappointing. Pensive Walter Smith. Celtic 4 points clear of Rangers. No room for any slip-ups, really. They can't afford to draw this game, let alone lose it. With Celtic home to Inverness later, which is probably a home banker despite Caley Thistle's excellent away form. Sliced out by McGregor. And advantage played. Dougie Madonga's about to blow for a free kick. Aguiar. Screened by Buguera. Palazuelos charging in, offside against Christian Nade.
I'm not sure why the referee there thought that was advantage a few seconds ago, because he's just watched 3 goals come from dead ball situations, and he could have given Hearts another one there, but decided to let play go on, even though the Rangers were pretty solid at the back, organised.
Mendes. Buguera. Ferguson. Buguera. Wasting a possible opportunity for Rangers.
He's taken the wind out of Hearts a little bit, and he'll be pleased with that. I think he probably will be the more pleased of the 2 managers, even though they are down at the moment, in that Rangers haven't really got going. But they have managed to get that goal to get them back into it.
Free kick given against Nade. A foul on Lafferty. Barry Ferguson's got a bit to say to Nade there. Buguera takes it. Whittaker, Mendes. Weir. In towards Boyd. Dashville. Would it come down? No. Aguiar. I think the plan was to put Andrew Driver away on the left.
Yeah, it was the right idea. He just couldn't execute it. Rangers just struggling at the moment to get the ball into either Mendes or Ferguson. They are outnumbered in there, with Aguiar tucking back in, Karapidis and Palazuelos. So it's 3v2 in there.
Pedro Mendes lining one up, and he doesn't like the odd goal from range.
And that has been the thing. He's fully about 35 to 40 yards out there. He hasn't been able to get up and around the box, and neither has Ferguson.
Rangers throw. Whittaker will take it. D'Archeville. Buguera. Weir. Little wayward. Wallace will settle for a throw off Lafferty.
Yeah, you can see that Hearts have had an influence from a wide area so far in this game, through Driver and Kingston as well on the score sheet, but Rangers haven't really. They can't get Lafferty into it, or Adam. Both players like to come in a little bit more central, and that makes it difficult for Rangers to get any width in the match. Boyd on the wrong end of a free kick.
Jamie McDonald's kick, aimed towards Christian Nade. Buguera won it. Those two played against each other often in France. Wallace looking for an option. Shoved by Nade on Broadfoot.
Just going back to that width problem the Rangers have for a second. Very, very good to see Chris Burke back on the bench for Rangers. Might be a little bit early for him this, but Certainly welcome to see such a player that can give a little bit of something different in that wide area, much needed by Rangers. And yet again, Boyd, a little tussle there with Zaliukas. You can see his right arm up.
Gave it his best innocent look afterwards. Vera. Long way out from Christophe Vera, who has had a part in the goals for Hearts. Chris Burke back on the scene for Rangers. Hasn't played since the Scottish Cup semi-final last season. He damaged his ankle. Substitute today.
Well, it would be nice to see him at some point, wouldn't it?
Broadfoot in on that, and he's going to get a free kick. Rangers have got one back. Can they score again before half-time to complete the recovery process? Charlie Adams' free kick did not clear Bruno Aguiar. Christian Nade turning away from Adam. They've got a few over if Nade can pick someone out, but he's held up by Bagheera. Kingston was racing through the middle, so too Aguiar. Mistake from Whittaker. Kingston. And now Aguiar. In for Kingston! And that's a good save from Alan McGregor. It could turn out to be a vital one. Here's Karapidis though. Nade. Another casual ball in. Palazuelos. Lafferty up to D'Archeville, but Berra in command. Lafferty. D'Archeville. The final 5 minutes of the first half now. Ferguson. Free kick from the Rangers skipper. Charlie Adam then with another free kick. Turned away by Palazuelos from Broadfoot. And high into the stand from Berra. In fact, I think it's almost gone over the stand. Lafferty. Mendes. Goal kick.
Oh, McGregor pulled off a great save here. It was lovely play between Aguiar and Kingston, but Kingston had to get this just lifted slightly. And he can't get up there, you can see that. McGregor was halfway down, and Laszlo, well, he thought it was 3-1, but it wasn't. It was a good save in the end.
Could be a really telling save, that from McGregor. Another free kick for Rangers. Charlie Adam will trudge across again. Adam pings it in towards Bagheera. Pedro Mendes. Ooh, right on the edge of the area, that. Palazuelos, the offender.
And again, it's Adam. In fact, no, he's been overruled. It looks like they're going to go for a right footer. Mendes swinging it in on top of McDonald.
Well, that was a call from the bench. Mendes takes over. And it's punched away by Jamie McDonald. Drivers first onto it. As Hearts look to surge forward. Charlie Adam did enough to put Driver out of his stride. Chris Boyd for a series of similar offences.
Well, I think that's fair enough. You can see exactly Boyd even there has a little look to see where Berra is.
Last minute of a reasonably eventful first half.
Yeah, it's been entertaining. Not exactly fluid, attractive football. The first half that's had its stamp put on by set pieces. And you do expect that from these sides, but certainly as far as delivery has been concerned, it's been good. And they've made the most of their chances. But looking forward to the second half.
Nade, Nielsen. Gifted it to Boyd, and now Darcheville, who's got Lafferty to his right. That was pretty poor from Kyle Lafferty.
There was no way on earth Darcheville was getting there.